So, if you wanted to make a schedule and you don't know how, I'm here to tell you that. Make sure you watch this whole video so you get to know how to make a schedule. It makes your life a bit more easier. And if you want to make a schedule that's more efficient to you, keep watching. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Stefan, and if you're new to this channel, make sure you consider subscribing and hit the bell button so you can see more of my videos. You're here in this video because you wanted to make a schedule, right? You want to be more organized, you want to get things done, you know? But anyways, so I'm gonna give you 5 tips of how to make a schedule, okay? So you don't go around and start losing all your nuts. I don't know why I say nuts. Alright, so the first thing that you have to do is you actually have to write down all your tasks. Let me explain. Basically what you do is that you have the title name task. Below it, you have to write down all the tasks that you have to do for the rest of the day. What I usually do is that before I go to sleep or the day before, I usually write down all the things that I have to do the next day so that when I wake up, I can just open my book. By the way, you have to get a planner. You have to write things down. You can't just be like, alright, I'll just remember it tomorrow. No, like you actually have to write things down. You have to order them in a way that you know what comes after next, alright? Does that make sense? For me, I'll just read to you my my task. So basically for me, I would write down, wake up. Basically like the simplest thing, right? The simplest thing, you have to write it down. So, and then the second thing is I have to eat my breakfast, and then I have to walk my dog. Then after walking my dog, I have to exercise. So basically what I'm trying to say is that you have to write down all of the things that you have to do, even the simplest ones, because that tells you that you have a structure, you have an idea of what to do next. You don't just wake up and then think like, oh wait, what am I gonna do next? No, you actually have to wake up and be like, oh, okay, so that's what I'm gonna do at this certain amount of time. All right, so number 1 is that you have to write down all your tasks and be organized about it. So number two is that you have to set a specific time to finish a task. What I mean by that is that you have to time yourself, right? You have to time yourself of how long does it take for you to finish a task. Let me explain. For example, the first task I have to do is I have to wake up, obviously. And I'm giving myself about 15 minutes to fix myself. So for 15 minutes, do a quick prayer and then drink water and check my phone, check if there's any DMs or anything. For the next task is that I have to eat my breakfast, and I'm giving about myself an hour or an hour and a half to eat my breakfast or to finish my breakfast. But whatever it is, whatever tasks that you have to give yourself a certain amount of time to finish it, right? It is so crucial. It's so important to give yourself a specific time to do a specific task. Throughout the day, you're just going and going and going, getting things done. And that's the point of this video, is that I want you to get things done. All right, number 3. So number 3 is that you have to prioritize each task for the day. Okay, let me explain. So I have these different colors of pen, and they will come in handy. In your schedule, you have to know which task is more important than the other ones, okay? So what I usually do is that I use a red pen and a box or circle or highlight, whatever just makes it easier for you, that when you see that certain color, you know for a fact that, oh, I have to do this task for today. So for my schedule, or for me, I usually use red, and for red colors, I usually box the task that is so important. That means this task has to get done today, okay? So you have to prioritize your task. And then for the things that is less important, the things that, I could sort of do, if I don't do it, it's not really gonna affect me that much. I usually box it with green. I usually box it with green. So all the things that are sort of important, if I do it, great. If not, that's okay too, but it would be great if you do it, you know what I mean? So those are the things to let myself know that if I do it, it's great. If not, it's okay. The importance of prioritizing your task is that when you look at it, you know which ones to focus at and which ones is less more important. Because you could write down all the things on your paper and all the expected time, but if you don't know how to prioritize which which task to go first, it would still be lost. So that's why prioritizing it is really important. It's really important to prioritize your task, because you have to know which one needs to get done and you have to know which one needs to be worked on. So a little recap. Number 1 is that you have to write down all your tasks. Number 2, you have to give yourself a specific time to finish a task. And number 3 is that you have to prioritize which task goes first and which task is less important. Alright, so number 4 is that you have to write down goals and reflection at the beginning and at the end of your day, okay? Alright, let me go through it. So after you finish writing all your tasks, writing all the specific time to finish your task, and prioritizing them, you have to set yourself a goal. So what I mean by that is that you have to really push yourself. You can't just stay stagnant, right? You can't just be like,
oh, okay, I wake up at like 7:30 and do that.
No, like you actually have to get better at even just waking up. Like little things matter, like just little details. So for me, what I usually do is that I take too much time on social media. Like, I kid you not, when I wake up, I literally spent almost an hour of just checking my phone, checking my social media, checking my Instagram and whatnot. And it needs to stop, all right? That needs to stop. So what my goal was that to cut it down to 15 minutes. So instead of spending time 30 minutes in social media, I cut it down to 15 minutes after when I wake up. So I have more time to be spending on something that I actually need to be doing. You have to write down your goals, right? And after that, after the day has ended, after after you finish all the things that you have to do, after whatever it is, all right? Whatever it is that you finish doing, you have to write a reflection. So in your reflection section, that rhymes. In that section is that you have to write down what are the things that you could do better at and what are the things that you need to improve. You gotta write down all the things and you gotta ask yourself, be like, like what can I do? Like what can I do better today? Should I study more so I could get better grades, or should I exercise more? Like instead of just doing an hour of exercise, maybe I could do an hour and a half. Like just self-reflecting, like things that you could do better. After that, you need to take a step back, take your notebook, and then read all the reflection and the goals that you have. Because once you read it, you're gonna start thinking that, oh yeah, I need to get better at this, this, and this, and this. So you know what area of your life or what skill that you need to improve on, and what are some things that you need to stop doing. Or whole schedule thing is that it's just a test, right? It's just an ABC test that you have to try out for yourself, all right? You have to try out which ones works for you and which ones that doesn't. And number 5. So number 5 is the last thing that you have to do. And I think it comes with everything in what you do in life, is that you have to be consistent. Okay, you have to be consistent. You can't just be doing this schedule thing for like a week or for a month. Like you have to give yourself time and you have to discipline yourself. All right, I know it's a drag to just actually sit down and write the things that you have to do for the rest of the day and spend just 10 minutes, like literally 10 minutes of your time, like trying to organize all the things that you have to do could actually help you a lot. So you have to be consistent. It comes to everything in life, like in what you do. It could be, you could be playing basketball, you could be playing soccer, you could be playing whatever sport, you could be, you want to build a business, you could do whatever you want. But the thing is, what they all have in common is that you have to be consistent. I read this book by Simon Sinek. It's called Intensity versus Consistency. Woo! Intensity versus consistency. It's better for you to be consistent than to be more intense of what you're doing. So say for example, if you want to go to a gym and if you want to lose weight, right? You can't just go to a gym for a day and work out for like 10 hours just pumping dumbbells and all of that for 10 hours straight and then not go for the gym for the next month. You're not going to see results. All right, it's better for you to be consistent of just going to the gym for about 30 to 40 minutes, but doing it for the whole month. You would see more results if you're being more consistent than being more intense about it, you know? So you have to discipline yourself. I know for a little bit, for the first time that you're gonna be doing it, it's gonna feel like a drag. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. No, you actually have to discipline yourself. Being consistent trumps everything. All right, you could be talented at what you do. You could be, you know, you could be a prodigy, but if you're not consistent enough of what you're doing, you're not gonna see results. You're not gonna gain results. All right, does that make sense? Enough about preaching, and let me just end this video. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys learned about 5 things, and hopefully you can start making your own schedule and not be, you know, confused about what are you going to do for the whole day, because now you know how to make a schedule. Now you know how to, you know, be more efficient, be more organized. You know, at the same time, have fun with it, you know, have fun. That's the whole part of it, is that you need to be organized and you need to be having fun of what you're doing. Thank you guys for watching my video. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about making a schedule. And if you're not part of this channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell button so you see more of my video. And it would really mean a lot to me. Like, it would mean the whole world to me if you subscribe. Like and comment down below of what are some things that you need to be improving at. That's my stomach. Stay blessed and peace. Can I get a higher? Okay, cool.